This is going to be your weekly chakra energy tarot reading. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. We're going to take a look at the energies you may be experiencing throughout your chakras. So in the comments, please let me know your zodiac sign and your word of the day. Okay, so my kitty cat Karma is joining us for the reading right now. She's leaving me a little bit of space here at least. How are you feeling today? It is Wednesday and I feel like I've kind of hit a wall. I'm tired. The energy has been pretty calm, but I would describe it today as tiring because, we've had this up and down in previous days, especially on the weekend. But now I'm just feeling the tiredness and the need to just rest and recuperate a little bit. Now, we are having a full moon in Capricorn next week, so we know that things are going to shift. The astrology, even for July 4th, is pretty intense. Like, I mean, really intense. Uranus energy, Venus energy. Yeah, it's like expect the unexpected. We are doing actually the full moon Zoom on Friday night at 6 p.m. Eastern. If you'd like to join us, the cost is $22. You're going to get a 2-hour collective reading live on Zoom. And then for the next new moon, you will have a personalized mini moon reading sent to you. So let's get into the overall themes and messages and see what we need to know. And we have here, say what you mean. Oh, say what you mean what you say. This is my point. I kind of feel, I got to move the kitty cat out of the way here. Sorry, Karma. I love you, but I need this space. I kind of feel like there's going to be an important conversation where you're going to have to just lay it out on the table. And as I say that, the kitty cat came back. Okay, no surprise. She is relentless. If you see any cat fur flying around on camera, that's why she's running around all over the place. Community, personal or professional connections. See, connections. I mean, this could be about work. This could be about friends. This could be about romantic relationships, but essentially communication, communication, communication. Now, we are in the pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde. It already feels like we're having glitches. Let me know if you've had any tech glitches, miscommunications, anybody popping up from the past. Always fascinated by these energies. And here we have blessing in disguise. Oh, this is classic. Good luck is bad luck. Bad luck is good luck. Everything happens for a reason. It even says on this card, trust. Well, we know trust the process, revelation, significance, and surprise. Okay, so I think surprise conversations, information with personal or professional connections. Now, let's take a look at the tarot. We're going to go through each chakra or energy center in the body, and let's start with the root chakra to see what we need to know. This is our Mars energy, our base. Nine of Wands, tired. There you go. This is an energy that says wounded warrior energy. Yes, Karma. Karma wants to look at the card a little bit more close up. Okay, kittens, you got to go. I love you, but okay, go. She doesn't want to go. There we go. This means somebody has been through battle, like wounded warrior kind of energy, one knee down, not down and out, but kind of tired of the same old, and we're shifting into new energy. We know it, but it's not easy either. Okay, clarifying that, yeah, we need balance. We need to be more grounded. Maybe that's meditation, taking a nap, doing something that gives us some peace, What else? What else do we need to know about this? And we have the pioneer. It's been a long road. It's been a long road, long journey. But it's also asking you to be bold. In the face of difficulty, you've got to find a way to push forward. And let's take a look now at the sacral chakra, which is Venus, self-worth, self-value, and self-respect. And look at that. We're getting another orange card. Orange is Venus, sacral chakra, self-worth, self-value, self-respect. The devil card is restrictions, addictions, and codependency. However, the devil card in tarot is Capricorn energy. So this to me feels very much like the full moon in Capricorn. Now, many of you might remember, last month, I kept thinking about the full moon in Capricorn. I was like skipping the full moon in Sagittarius. And so now I feel like everything is coming to a head. I have felt for a long while that this full moon would be significant. The church card, very interesting. What could be holding you back is marriage, believe it or not. You might be in a relationship that's not so stable right now. You might be held back by a belief system or tradition or some sort of programming. But this could be, like, again, matters of relationship or marriage. We talked about that already. Yeah, fish hook. Somebody feels powerless, helpless, paralyzed even. And that's the difficulty when you feel chained or held back. What do? How do you break that chain? Well, we have to make boundaries. We have to start saying no. We've got to lay the groundwork, poke the bear a little bit. Don't let people poke the bear with you, but if you need to make some moves, you're allowed. You're allowed to make some waves. Let's see what's going on in the solar plexus, which is personal power. Yeah, interesting. And we're getting a card that is the solar plexus. This is the 10 of Wands. And this is, again, like piggybacking on the 9 of Wands. 10 of Wands is mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally exhausted. It means tired. Got to put down the burdens. Enough is enough, essentially. What else do we need to know here? Yeah, the letter, communication. Mercury energy, very, very strong. It's almost like somebody saying, look, I'm done. I just don't have it in me anymore. I don't want to do this. If that's you, let me know in the comments. Yeah, somebody wants to break free, to be a little bit rebellious. Because someone is tired of feeling insecure or feeling that things are not stable, Let's take a look at the heart chakra. What's going on in matters of the heart? Heart chakra card. The Empress, birthing a whole new cycle. Again, more Venus energy, self-worth, self-value, and self-respect. Being creative, doing something you're passionate about, starting something new. All right, let's see. The Geese, on a quest. You might be relocating, but you're really just trying to figure out where you're going. And you can only do that by creating something new, sparking new energy, as I always say. As I'm dropping cards. And of course, I'm dropping the card, a thunderstorm, power, destruction. Interesting. A warning. Energy shift is really what it is. Now, by the way, with this full moon zoom on Friday, you can't even make this up. It's going to be a moon in Scorpio kind of day, which means emotional. It's going to be interesting. Sorry, that was a deep sigh. It's going to be interesting. I don't know if you heard that. Let's take a look at the throat chakra. What do we need to know about this communication? See, somebody's holding back. This is an all or nothing kind of energy, extremes of giving time, love, or money. And I just want to remind you of this card we saw at the very beginning. It's almost like somebody's covering their ears. They don't want to hear it. Somebody doesn't want to hear something. And that's tough. That makes things difficult. Somebody's ignoring or avoiding. Okay, let's take a look at the oracles here. The Falcon, we got to rise above. We need a strategy. Changes are happening whether we want them to or not. Again, we have a power shift. And we have to trust the intuition. Everybody has that intuition. You can tap into it. The ballet shoe is very similar to a 9 of Wands in my mind, because this energy says stamina and endurance. Like, you have the ability to push through, but this is the time. Now is the time to get the work done. Okay. Let's take a look at the third eye, which is intuition, since we just talked about it. Interesting. Okay. Well, the Page of Swords or Princess of Swords can be a card of spying or observing. I've had people tell me that they feel like they're being watched, and not in like a creepy way, but kind of being observed from a distance by someone. And that's always sort of an uneasy feeling. Now, that could be at work, where you feel like maybe your boss is kind of watching you, or your coworkers are kind of watching you to see what you're up to, whether you're on task or doing the things you need to do. It could also be romantically, where you're at a distance from somebody and you're kind of, I don't know, playing a bit of a song and dance, or going back and forth with each other in some ways. But the Page of Swords can also be about decision making. Anything to do with swords is being logical, decisive, You know, can you be decisive? Can you trust your intuition and just make the move and see where it takes you? Yeah, the Firefly. This is about illumination, self-discovery, a soul spark, a creative spark. I like that. And number 11 is a brand new beginning, right? So let's see what else we need to know. Oh, too many cards. Although, you know what? Oh, do I take it? All right. I was going to take one, but for some reason, there's a lot of cards here. The gavel is about a decision. Okay. The decision to, yeah, you can't even make these up. Decision to move forward, right? To uncuff yourself, to break the chains, and to declare your intentions. Wow. I think we needed those. Sorry, I'm sighing a lot. We needed those those 4 cards to really give us that extra message here. Now, let's take a look at the crown chakra, the downloads that are coming through. To me, that was a huge download. But again, I think that's the intuition. I feel like a lot of you know that you've got to decide. You've got to move forward. You've got to break the chains, and you got to just say it. Say it out loud. Reclaim your power, actually, is what it says on that card. And here we go. Yeah, you can make it up. Look, the download in the crown chakra is telling you to fill your own cup. Brand new emotional beginning. Brand new emotional beginning. Things will unfold. Now, I know it says wait, but you know me. I'm going to say never wait. And it does say summer on here. I mean, this is summertime in this part of the world. But there's a major opportunity and a celebration. Celebrate the light within you. You know, that download coming through. You deserve it. And with that, what was it? 2 cards. Well, moving on and working on your security and like heart and home. I was going to say health and home. Maybe there's matters of health here that you need to deal with. But essentially, oh, Cancer energy. Interesting, interesting. The reason I say that is because Cancer and Capricorn share the same axis. I know that Cancer placements in the month of July are said to be very lucky. This is fulfillment. And I mean, this is what we want, right? We want that Ace of Cups, that fulfillment, that new emotional beginning. Okay, let's take some last bit of guidance here and see what we need to know. Cut your losses. Yeah, let it go. Whatever is no longer serving you. If you know me, you know that whenever I see this card, I feel like it's like the card giving the finger to the universe, even though it's not. It's just these cacti, I guess you would call them. Um, and the reason I laugh is because it's, of course, patience. Who wants to have patience? Nobody wants to have patience. But I mean, that's the best advice I could ever give you is trust the process. That's why I say it from personal experience. And you are divinely guided and supported. Everything will be okay. I really hope this resonates with you. If you'd like to do a personal reading with me or join us for the full moon Zoom on Friday, July 4th, the link is in the description box below. Thank you very much.